Hello and welcome to another episode number 3 of...
Yet another episode, imagine.
Imagine! We promised it and here it is.
Lucky number 3.
That's right.
This is episode number 3 of Pool Boys Recommend, a podcast where 3 crusty boys recommend things, do them, and then review them. My name is Stuart.
My name's Chris.
My name's Dave. I've noticed a pattern here, Stuart.
There is a pattern. Huh? Hey man, you gotta have a system. And we are your certified pool boys. We're back with a new batch of recommendations, but first, it is time to rate and review last episode's recommendations. And this week, we're gonna start with me.
So I remember last week, Stuart, I tasked you with taking in the novel Flatland.
Yes.
By someone whose middle name was twice. What happened with that?
Yes, Edwin Abbott. Well, I did read Flatland, and I must admit, Dave, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic book. It really opened me up to the ideas of narrativizing mathematical concepts, and it was just it was actually a really interesting read, kind of like The Little Prince, but for mathematicians, in a weird way, because it's about this square, right, that has a journey and goes from living in 2 dimensions to sort of having visions of the first dimension and then actually experiencing the 3rd dimension. However, I did have a couple of issues with the book, but before I get to that, I just want to... I did a bit of research.
I'm so confused already, I gotta say.
Okay, so it's about a square, right? And
the stars on this one's going to be off the charts.
We'll see. I've prepared a little... This actually is a perfect recommendation to show just how important my rating system actually is.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, because we'll get to it at the end, but there's quite a discrepancy between the stars. One does not necessarily reflect the other.
This is so interesting, because the way you said that you enjoyed it had a real asterisk to it. It was really in italics.
Yes.
I could hear the italics in your voice.
I could hear you squint.
Actually, I should put my damn glasses on. All right, so Edwin Abbott. Let me just give you a breakdown of this guy, right? He was educated at the City of London School and at Cambridge, and he studied the classics, mathematics, and theology, right? And I think later on in life he became a priest. He also studied a thing... Have you guys ever heard of philology?
Absolutely not.
Theology?
Philology, yeah. So
Philology.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah. I actually have, but I'm going to embarrass myself because I don't know what it is.
The philosophy of lollies?
Well, I imagine it makes sense that you've heard it because you work in the education system, I guess. But philology is the study of language.
I'm quite smart. I know what phylogeny is.
Well, philology is the study of language in oral and written historical sources, and it is the intersection of textual criticism, literary criticism, history, and linguistics. So it's just basically taking all of the humanitarians and putting them in like the humanitarian subjects and just putting them in a big shaker and just making a big old martini out of them all. But with a focus on language. So I didn't even know that existed, so that was quite fun. He did quite a few things in his life. He published a book of the life of Francis Bacon. His Shakespearean grammar book is still a huge contributing factor to English philology, which I'm still not certain is a discipline that Edwin Abbott didn't make up. But
someone had to make up the wheel, Stu.
That's true. Well, look, there's a few rough edges to Edwin Abbott's wheel. So, a little breakdown of Flatland. This is sort of the description for those of you who haven't read it or are unfamiliar. Abbott's best-known work is his 1884 novella Flatland, a romance of many dimensions, which describes a 2-dimensional world and explores the nature of dimensions. It has often been categorized as science fiction, although it could more precisely be called mathematical fiction. So that was great, Dave, because I'm not a big maths person, as you know, so it was actually really interesting to read. It was an accessible way.
Yeah, I just heard you count down from 10 and it didn't go well.
Stu, can I ask, have you read much mathematical fiction in the past?
I can't say that I have, no. Pretty
Yeah.
much none. The closest thing would be like philosophy books that I've read that deal with sort of theories of the universe and how it came to be, but really the actual quantum physics of that escapes me. So this was actually a book where I could understand it because it's told in like a literary sense. It's actually a very clever book, especially for the time that it was.
It's very cool, actually. Yeah, I found it really, really dense, though. It was really hard.
Yeah, it is dense. I mean, okay, so this is my final response, right? After reading the book, I let it stew for a few days, and I decided,
As you want to do.
Yeah.
You let it stew every day, man.
Hey, nice dude.
I forget that's my name sometimes.
Wait,
Damn it. So this is my letter that I've written to Edwin A. Abbott.
Oh,
Dear
interesting.
Edwin Abbott, I have just read your book and am thrilled to say that I found it immensely compelling. Your narrativization of a square in two-dimensional space and the interdimensional journey that ensues is deft and succinctly told. I have but one minor issue with your final draft. You have presented your book as a book of two halves. You have part one, This World, where you describe the life of a square in two dimensions, along with all the social interplays, greetings, customs, etc. And part two, Other Worlds, where the square has visions and encounters with one-dimensional and three-dimensional beings. I would propose, however, that your book could be split into three sections. The third section, of course, being the rampant and all-pervasive sexism throughout the entire book.
Okay.
I feel that if you were to remove every third sentence and place them into a series of paragraphs, it would compile an entire third chapter, which you could entitle How Stupid Women Are in All Three Dimensions. I do not mean to discourage.
savage.
I truly enjoyed the parts of your book that focused on dimensions, especially the staggering implications that other beings might exist in unperceivable planes of existence. But I am shocked, astonished, and rudely impressed with your ability to stuff so much unfiltered sexism into a 150-page maths book.
A textbook.
I did not see this turn coming.
I just want you to know, I didn't recommend this book because I wanted you to become a little bit more sexy, just so you know.
Well, good. No, it hasn't rubbed off me. It just stuck out like a sore thumb. It was so weird. Okay, end of the letter. I do, however, give grace for the fact that I, writing to you from the year 2020, have a very different conception of the world at large, and especially that of gender and morality. I can scarcely blame you, personally, for the socio-dynamics of your time in history. I regret to inform you, however, that your submission has not been successful. I hope to hear from you in the future and encourage you to resubmit a revised copy of your work for publication at Pool Boys Press Limited. P.S. Why is the tagline a romance of many dimensions? Your protagonist is a misogynist square. It's not a romance. Stop it. Sincerely, Stuart Owen Owen.
Wow, well done. Well
That is my
done.
letter.
Nice. Nice little touch on the end there. I really like that.
Yeah.
I did not expect, as the one person here that hasn't read this, I did not expect a book about shapes to be sexist. Are there any quotes or anything? How did this
there
happen?
are.
What do you mean?
There's so many that it's
So
actually hard to
basically, it
pick.
describes like a kind of allegory to Victorian England, right?
Kind of,
So a lot
yes.
of the attitudes are the same, yeah?
Yeah, kind of. However, like, yes, the attitudes are similar. As a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, I think they're probably worse. Like, they literally sacrifice children in this two-dimensional area when they have like irregular edges to keep the line of geometric shapes pure.
Right.
And also, like, there are so many quotes that it's just impossible to go through them all. Like, they really stick out because it's like, hey, here's some interesting maths concepts. Here's what would happen if a two-dimensional thing, like, might try to perceive a third-dimensional place. Also, when I got back from the third dimension, I decided not to tell my wife because she wouldn't understand because she's so fucking dumb. It's the shit. He's just like...
So wait,
Gulp.
is the idea that like squares are men and circles are women? Is that the bit?
No, circle.
No,
okay,
it's
so women are actually straight lines, and all the other shapes are men. But the thing is, I actually don't have an issue with the females in this two-dimensional world being a straight line. It actually makes sense to me because every time they sort of breed, they create a new geometric shape with an extra line. So it sort of makes some sort of sense that, you know, when a male, in quotation marks, a male shape, like, makes a baby with a female, which is a line, it makes sense that an extra line would come about. That's not my problem. My problem is like this guy, I know he lives in the Victorian times and there's a lot of sexism going about, but he literally created a whole nother world inside his head and decided to make it have exactly and all the same problems of his current world. Like it had nothing to do with maths for me. And I feel like it was just his own opinions on women intruding on his text.
Can I just say, this is so surprising. Who would have thought the guy that created maths fiction wasn't good with women? Who would have thought? Far out.
Imagine that. Fuck.
Oh, man.
I'm so surprised.
I think
This furious little nerd.
he felt that singer all the way back through time. That was good.
Yeah, I bet.
That burns.
That was my experience of the book. I'll tell you what, Dave, though, I did enjoy it.
Yep.
I did enjoy it.
I mean, I recommended it for the bit that was enjoyable and not the bit that was hateful.
Yes, of course. I know. So I'm actually gonna give it a nice 7 for experience, because the experience itself was me waking up and reading every day, and I haven't read in a while. So thanks for that, Dave.
No
getting
worries.
me back into reading. 7 stars for experience, and then for spiritual growth, Davey. 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Hey,
10 out of 10.
I thought...
It's suddenly become a competition.
But like even despite the rampant sexism, it was a really interesting read, and even the sexism in the book itself got me thinking about our world and like the influence on literature and culture and that kind of thing that we currently have in that sphere. And so just the experience all around was very spiritually stimulating. So thanks for that. The book itself, if he gets back to me, to my letter, and sends me a revised copy, I'll reconsider giving it more stars. But for stars, it's getting 2. It's getting 2 stars.
Ooh.
As a book,
2 stars.
For stars.
2 stars.
I mean,
Nice.
when he understands that concept like we don't, I'm sure he'll be very hurt.
Yeah.
You got 2 stars out of stars. That's
Hey man,
terrible.
he's a maths
like-
whiz. I think he can put 30 stars together. I'm pretty sure he can do that. But anyway, thank you very much, Dave.
Great stuff, Stu.
Yeah,
Right on. That was good, Stu. Right.
yeah, it was a good one.
Awesome.
Moving along to our next recommendation, Dave, last week I recommended that you create a brand new cocktail from
Yep.
scratch. And
That's right.
with the addition that it had to include a secret ingredient that wouldn't usually be included in a cocktail.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How'd you go?
So basically, we're in quarantine. There's been a lot of jokes about like the quarantini,
Yeah.
and I cast to creating this brand new cocktail to have a secret ingredient in it. So what I set out to do is basically give you the experience of what it's like to be out and order a cocktail at a bar.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to try and do. Okay, but first of all, we're going to take a step back. We're going to take a bit of a history lesson here.
Okay.
So basically, that means that I'm about to get very sexist. No, it's a goof. Basically, there's two main things that qualify me to be doing this as a specific challenge. The first one is that I've had a lot of experience with cocktails.
Yeah.
And the second one is that making cocktails is fucking easy. So it's not impressive and anyone can do it.
All right.
Okay.
The first thing, so the thing about cocktails, the first thing is that historically, when we're talking about choosing liqueurs and stuff, there's like 3 kind of different types of liqueurs / cocktails, right? Some cocktails are so easy that it's just like a liqueur and ice, like that still counts as a cocktail. So it is very easy. The first type is an aperitif, right?
Okay.
So before dinner, this is what this is for. It normally means it's bitter and it's not sweet, so it doesn't spoil your appetite, right? So one of the famous ones of these is probably the Aperol Spritz or the Negroni is a big one.
Yeah.
The second type is the digestif, which is for after dinner. It's designed to make you digest better. It's often really high alcohol. It can be sweet. Also, often liqueur will have a lot of herbal ingredients designed to help you digest. The most famous of these liqueurs is probably absinthe. And the most famous cocktail with absinthe is called the Sazerac. There's also a neat little digestif that I know of called the Flaming Steve.
The Flaming Steve.
Which is basically the house specialty of this pub in Bathurst. Yeah.
Is it dispensed by a flaming guy called Steve?
No, well, I'll teach you how to make it.
If you drink spice!
There's 3 steps, all right? There's 3 steps to do this, right?
Yeah.
The first one, step 1, get a shot of like ouzo or absinthe, something like super, super high in alcohol, right? And you basically going to set it on fire. That's the first one. It has to be above 60%-ish for it to actually burn. So,
and what does that do, Dave? Just if you can explain quickly.
so basically, what happens is when you set it on fire, it like the alcohol is obviously the thing that's burning, and it does actually partially, it evaporates the alcohol some, right?
Yeah.
So to stop that, because you don't want to lose the alcohol. What's the point? You put your hand. This is step two. Step two, you put your hand over the top. Right? You kind of slide it so your fingers are over the thing. It's just so it like puts the flame out, right? That's the most important part. And then what you got to do is you got to kind of open up your fingers and breathe in all the alcohol fumes, right?
Oh, and breathing it in is just so that you don't waste any. Is that basically it?
Exactly, right, yeah. And step three, this is easily the hardest step. It's resisting arrest. Yeah.
This is fascinating. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that cocktails were such a had been integrated into like nutritional quality.
Yeah, well, they weren't called cocktails back then, and like, I mean, they were liqueurs.
They were called medicine.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because the third type, right?
Yeah.
The third type is called curative, right? Which is my favorite type for sure. It's basically alcohol. It's made of stuff that everyone like it kind of agrees kind of tastes like dog shit mostly.
Okay.
But people believe that it has medicinal properties, right? So,
So
it is literally what's left of the time when you could buy potions and like tinctures and
Yeah.
like all that shit, right? It's literally what's left over from that.
and now all we've got left is VB. Tastes like shit.
Is Jaeger bombs? Yeah,
There's one potion and it makes you maggot.
it turned me into a maggot. I mean, it's always just like weird shit as well. It's like some fucking like Swiss farmer just like invented a drink like, he just got like some like fermented some leather and gold flakes and that's what it is, and now it's a medicine. Have that, right?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then we kind of decided we knew what medicine was, and we stopped doing that. So now it's just a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the case for a lot of drinks. Like Coca-Cola, I think, was originally trying to flog itself as a medicine.
Yeah, I think it was a patent medicine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what patent medicine is?
No, it's essentially like snake oil, that kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly like that. So it'll be something like, like Dr. Jerd's Jungle Juice. It springs to mind. But it's like, like this will make your hair come back. Or like this will like cure your fucking gout, just pour this like acid on your foot or whatever, right?
Okay.
God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, and a lot of these kind of curatives they're linked to like a national identity. And they still exist just because people like want to subscribe to that national identity and they won't admit that it sucks.
Right.
Right, yeah, wow.
And like Jägermeister is one of them. I actually really like Jägermeister now because of a friend of ours who was from Switzerland who just fucking loved it, and I just got really into it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, great. So that's the first thing that you wanted to know. I thought that was a little bit of fun. I actually had
A bit of history.
I had a really hard time, deciding what I was going to do for this. So this is what I'm going to do. I've sent you both a Word document. Each one of you gets one.
Ooh.
I was looking at
Cocktail,
this.
that's cocktail bingo. This is called
Cocktail bingo.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the experience of being at a trendy bar.
Okay.
So Stuart, this is kind of where you would put in some music probably.
Some little jazz, some smooth jazz.
Okay, so basically a lot of these. So I think the half of the experience of being at a cocktail bar isn't just drinking the cocktail itself. It's also having a conversation with the bartender. So basically, I guess it's like bingo, the way you would expect. You're trying to get a line or a row or diagonal or whatever.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is awesome.
Through this conversation that we're gonna have here.
Hell yeah.
You guys can kind of walk in and I'll start my thing.
Okay. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. It's a little into the bell. Hello.
Yeah, hey guys, welcome to Thickness.
Cool.
Sorry?
Welcome to Thickness. That's this cocktail bar that
This
I work
cocktail
in.
bar's called Thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's
Yeah,
Damien.
we heard of
What
it.
mood are you in? What mood
I'm going to leave this cocktail bar now. Thank you. Thank you for
No,
your time.
come on.
mate.
Chris.
Locked the doors. I'm Damien.
Chris, it's my birthday, and this is the place where I wanted to come. I read about it on
You wanted to go to Thickness?
on a listicle.
God.
That's right. Yeah, man.
Stu,
yeah.
you spend way too much time at Thickness, I think.
Hey, so what are you guys feeling? What are you guys about? What do you guys do? What's your vibe? What's your aura, guys?
My aura,
hate
thanks
this
for
so
asking.
much.
My aura is indigo, and I would like some craft beer. Thank you very much.
We're at a cocktail bar, Stu. Come on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, mate, I can't help you with that.
You've dragged me here against my will.
You know, I'm looking at you, and it's your birthday, and I think I've got some. You know what? I think I've got something here. I'm gonna mix it up for you. I've never made it before. I'm just gonna make it just for you. All right?
Okay, yeah, beautiful. Thanks, man.
That sucks.
All right. So the first step here, you know, guys, is I'm gonna get these macerated mandarin.
Oh, bingo on Axe Deep.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
man,
we're
yeah.
playing.
I got one on Axe
We're
Deep.
playing. All right. I'm just gonna muddle these macerated mandarins here. I de-skinned them myself. I brought these mandarins into the world, bro. I'm just gonna and I've soaked them for like 3 days in sugar and vanilla. So I'm just gonna give them a little pound here.
Okay, I've got two. Overtly tries to be cooler than you from before, and bartender won't let you order what you want. That's great.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you guys really seem cool. What are you guys about? What's happening?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think it speaks for itself, man. It's a pretty simple question. So
Hey, bar dude. I just
You know what?
wanna
This
ask-
takes forever. That's another one I could tick off.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna tick off this takes forever. Also, are you? What's that? Are you muddling something over there?
yeah, man, muddling. I'm muddling it, man.
Okay, I got bingo on the won't stop muddling one thing.
Well done.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, has a beard. That one
Dog,
has
all right.
definitely yours.
How about you know what, guys? I'm just gonna give this one a little.
Oh! Smack herbs, that's one. Smack
Oh,
herbs.
smack a herb.
that.
Okay.
Gotta smack that baby. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, nice.
Hey,
nice,
sorry, Damien. What's the name of this cocktail?
Yeah, it's called the wasp's nest, mate. The wasp's nest. What do you
Cocktail has a
reckon?
theatrical name. Ticking that one off.
Oh, that is a good one.
All right. So basically, what I've done here, guys, is I've taken the mandarin, my macerated mandarin. I've taken my mint and I've slapped my mint and I put it in this, and then I've muddled it. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move on to phase 2.
Cool.
All right. How are we traveling, Space Rangers?
Yeah,
We're feeling good.
Having a great birthday. Thanks, man. It's really nice.
I hate this so much.
Yeah, it's gonna be your next birthday by the time I finish this, baby.
That's true.
That's very true. Okay, thanks for having me.
I'm gonna go into my little box of tricks here. You know what I've got here, champ? You know what I've got here?
Strainer. Strainer, that's one.
Oh,
That's
strainer.
a strainer right here,
Nice.
mate. I'm straining it right out of a jar. And this is from it's tequila.
Oh.
It's tequila, you know. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this
would
one.
you
It's-
call that thing under the strainer a stupid pour thingy?
Yeah, man. Nah. That's just called a cup, bro. Actually, it's just a cup thing, man.
just gonna
yeah.
take stupid
Yeah, I
water.
think you're looking for one of these bad boys, a little spigot here on top of this ginger beer that I've got.
Spigot.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm going to tick off way too into it. I think that's what
I've already
guys,
ticked
yeah,
that one
this
off.
is-
I'm just looking for
really
one
feeling
more.
good.
Wait, what are you muddling right now?
Oh, I've just got this this tequila and I've steeped it in raspberries for about 5 days, man. And you know, this tequila's really special. It's called La Rojena. La Rojena. Yeah, it's Mexican for tequila. All right, so how about I'm gonna get this show on the road. I'm gonna leave you for 1 second, all right? Just
Gonna
gonna
go
let
get
you
ice.
marinate in the bar for a sec.
Oh, God.
Oh no. How long ago did we order this drink, Chris? Maybe you were right. I don't know if we should have come here.
We went to a bar called Thickeness, man. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, look, the drink's just sitting there half finished on the table. Should we just go, or should we wait?
Should we
for
just drink?
him to
Should we
come
have... Oh, he's
back? Oh, he's come back. Okay.
Bartending's my style, it's my vibe, but you know, it's not what I like to do. What I love to do is travel. I love to travel, man, and you know, I'm just looking to get out there again. You know, that's all I really want,
Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Sorry,
Hey,
Damien, what are you putting in there? What's that?
mate. Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, nah, I will tell you. It's Krupnikas. Krupnikas, yeah, Krupnikas, and it's from Lithuania, champion.
What?
Lithuania.
Yeah,
Bottle
mate,
of something that
yeah.
you don't know what it is. There's one.
From
I'll tick that off.
Lithuania, dog. Yeah, how you feeling? How you going? I can't wait to. I wish I owned a car.
Man, I'm looking for two last things, and then I'll have bingo. It's so annoying.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, aren't we all just looking for one last thing, hey? I've got this orange here, actually, yeah, and I'm gonna just put some of the fucking but it's not ripe, so it's kind of pretty sour and gross.
Oh, something edible that sucks to eat. Bingo!
Oh, no.
That's nice, bro. That's nice.
Well done,
yeah.
Stu. Well done.
Thanks for coming, guys. It's been really good, and I'm not done here. So you're not actually going to escape my cocktail prison right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually put this in my shaker here. Actually, I'm just gonna go for it. Eh? What do you reckon?
Oh.
Nice.
One of my favourite things about Kropnickers, apart from the fact that it's from Lithuania, is that it's got a fucking bee on it. It's got a fucking bee. You're like right on it, you know.
Oh, shake, shake, shake.
Oh man.
Right, and it tastes a bit like honey. All right, yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fucking put this like right into this fucking right into this little chalice right here.
Oh my god, a mortar and pestle?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna whop this right into that
What
thing right
are
there.
you doing?
Hell, man.
Yeah. It's
So
really.
you just, sorry, for those listening, you just poured the liquid into the mortar and pestle, which is generally used for,
Yeah, I just gotta make sure. I just
solids.
gotta grind this cocktail up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's a little joke.
Are there like basil leaves in there or something? Why the mortar and pestle?
Now I'm putting some ginger beer in it.
Really?
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
that sounds
He's
amazing.
got one of those fancy pourers.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of a garnish in it. I'm gonna put a little bit of a garnish. What do you reckon?
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great. I'd just
Put
like
this-
to drink
I
it.
want to put these dehydrated mandarins in.
Dehydrated, of course.
Put this dehydrated raspberry in.
What?
And I'm also gonna put in my little secret ingredient here.
What is it?
Oh,
What is it?
I've got a little
is that a hibiscus?
it's a hibiscus flower champion. It's gonna go right
wow.
there.
That's a great secret ingredient. Sticks out
for
like a
you.
sore thumb, but it's a great secret
Yeah.
ingredient.
And it's called a wasp's nest because it has a bee on the front, and initially I thought it was a wasp and not a bee. Anyway, thanks for coming to my
Amazing, wow.
pleasure.
Thanks, Damo. Wow,
Amazing stuff, wow.
that's awesome.
So, hold on, it's served in the mortar and pestle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's an expensive business plan.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, you know, the deepest and heaviest vessel of all is your heart.
Wow.
Oh, Damo, who hurt you?
This one chick in Lithuania.
I don't think I've ever wanted Dave back more.
Yeah.
Well, well done, man.
boys.
You've created a cocktail from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's it
straight up.
taste?
I'll give it a shot. I've never fucking had it before. Here we go.
Huh?
Oh, it's fucking delicious, eh? Yeah, no, I thought this was going to be... I kind of came up with this. I thought it was going to be crap. I wanted to get something specifically that I didn't know what it was. So I just kind of went to fucking hog wild in like the other section of the Dan Murphys.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I just came back with this gold, so I'm stoked about it.
Well done, man. Well done.
Yeah, good stuff. That's great.
How do you rate it, man?
All right. I mean, I was expecting to do a bit lower, but I'm going to go for fucking 70.
Wow. Okay.
70.
Okay. It's up there.
70.
It's up there.
Yep.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Awesome.
That's
I'm
great.
stoked about this. I wish you guys could taste it.
Yeah.
Good too.
Yeah, that's all right. Once we're allowed back outside, we'll come around and we'll have some
on around.
wasps' nests. Is that what they're called? Wasps' nests.
Wasp's nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Try one at home. We'll put the ingredient up online.
Yeah, we will. And I would love to put up this bingo. It's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
I guess that leaves Lucky last, huh?
It certainly does.
So last episode, Chris, I challenged you to free ball, to go complete commando for at least 3 days, so you get a real strong sense for it. How did you go, Chris?
I kind of wish I didn't go last because I feel like, Stu's just talking about this really cool book. It's really thoughtful, like thought-provoking book. Dave just gave us like a history lesson on cocktails, and I'm just talking.
Now you're going to give us a
about-
history lesson on your cock.
I have not thought about undies this much ever. Except maybe that time I graduated to boxer briefs. I think that's a very important time in anyone's life.
It's
Oh, yeah.
an important moment in any man's life.
It is.
It
It's
really
a rite
is.
of passage.
Because
isn't it?
honestly, fuck the rest of them. Fuck any other option.
So, look, I was really nervous going in. I was really nervous going in.
Yep.
I think I was most nervous that I might enjoy it.
Oh,
What I was most nervous about.
Okay.
I'll give you a beat by beat. All right, I'll break the whole thing down.
great.
So I wake up on the first day. I wake up on the first day, get out of bed, and get dressed. I reach for the undie jaw. No. Won't be needing that today.
Oh, stay that hand, boy.
This is when I make my first major discovery of this whole experiment. I reckon it took me literally half the time to get dressed.
Really?
What?
Now, that doesn't really make any sense, but I reckon getting dressed was just so much quicker. It was just like bing, bang, boom. Or it was just bing, boom. It was just the two things. So I was like, boom, bang.
Wow.
And I was ready to go.
That's amazing. You're shaving time off your speed run of life.
That's it.
Yeah, mate. Have you got a twitch?
No, I do not.
Now that you
And I will never.
got a twitch because you caught your balls in your fucking zipper?
I think for this kind of content, you'd need like a fans only account.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's gonna get blue. It's gonna get blue. It's gonna get blue quick. All right.
Okay.
So the second thing I did was go to the bathroom. I just gotten up, so I go to the bathroom, right? And like even from the walk from my dresser to the bathroom, there's just a certain freedom about the whole thing.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there is.
there's just a bit of a breeze. I quite enjoyed it right off the bat. Like it's
There's just this ambient sense of like driving across country on a motorcycle.
it's like a
Free is in the name.
Easy rider.
Yeah, it's true. It's like a dirty little secret, you know? Instantly, I thought I was having a dirty little secret.
I mean, it's
So
not
go
a
to the
secret. You're putting it on broadcast media.
That is true. I would go to the bathroom. I'm only one little bit of fabric away, you know? I was right there. It's so easy.
I mean, you're about to come up against the first challenge.
Yeah. Did you get caught in the front door?
The first trial.
Now listen, I think a lot of people listening to this would be familiar with the idea that when a man has to go to the bathroom, afterwards he has to shake.
Yes.
Let's do a bit of a shake.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
Get the little dribbly bits off. And now sometimes you pay more attention and are more attentive sometimes than others. And
Yeah. I know it. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I was feeling free. I was feeling cruisy. You know, I
A
was
little bit
feeling
too
relaxed. And so, you know, I finished my business. I go to wash my hands. I look down.
What have you done?
And it looks like I pissed myself. Because I did.
You didn't. It doesn't look like it. You did it.
Yeah, man. You got to be extra careful. Yeah, with great freedom comes great responsibility. It's a tough world, man.
Yeah. So I was about 20 seconds into this challenge and I had to get a new pair of shorts, essentially.
Oh man.
It was so
So you didn't
obvious
go to the
too.
bathroom the rest of the time, right?
No, I've been holding it until now. Look, so we're in isolation. So for most of the morning, I'm just sitting around doing nothing. Like I'm just doing nothing, and it's quite nice. I'm just sitting around. It's like I'm in my pajamas. You know, I'm just sitting around watching movies. You know, doing whatever I'm doing. Then things got a little more interesting because me and Bella did a workout. We just did some exercising. So I put my basketball shorts on. And
Oh yeah.
I felt like I was on display.
Oh, they're notoriously breezy.
Yeah. And like we're doing all these different workouts, me and Bella, and like she knew about the whole challenge thing, so she's like trying to sneak a peek the whole time, and I felt so violated. I felt like what most women probably feel like at every gym in the world.
What a progressive episode, huh?
I know, right? We are.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just eating and podcasting at the same time.
Oh, actually, I got a bit of a theory about the whole workout thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I was doing the workout, and then the next day, because I was doing deadlifts and stuff like that, and the next day, I feel like my ass muscles were sorer than they'd usually be. And I sort of said this to Bella. I'm like, maybe it's because I wasn't wearing my undies. That would give me some extra level of support there.
Do you think they jumped up and down a bit too much and stretched out?
Yeah, maybe.
Got one of those long bums now.
But do you reckon, Chris, that because maybe rather than that extra support from the underpants, it was because you were free of underpants and you were just dangling in the wind and going full berserker mode, and you were just able to push yourself harder?
Wow. Yeah, maybe. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay,
No.
fair enough.
The next day, I was roaming around. I was getting really used to the idea, and I was sort of just thinking, like, why do we ever wear underwear?
Are you about to discover why we ever? I'm just wondering.
I was really getting to that mode. I was really getting to that mindset. Like,
Nice, man.
you know what? Like,
The McConaughey zone.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I wasn't loving it, but I was sort of getting around to the idea. Like I don't really understand why this is such a compulsory thing. And then
Apart from the
something
fact that you
happened.
piss yourself.
Yeah.
So you're walking around these pissy jeans. You're like, why do I even bother?
Well, there's that.
If you want a cure to being objectified, just piss yourself as well. It's its own reward.
I was wondering why we wear underpants, and I did something that I've been really enjoying doing during isolation that gave me that answer. I went for a bike ride. It was the most intimate bike ride of my life. I know what underwear gives you, and it's one word: security.
Confidence.
Confidence to go around.
You feel how women feel in yogurt commercials.
Exactly.
So, Chris, do you reckon you impacted the bike seat more, or do you reckon the bike seat impacted you more?
I think we met somewhere in the middle.
Just fucking a nasty fusing, a welding of skin and metal, a cyborg, if you will.
Yeah, thanks for ignoring the bike seat sticking out of my ass, guys. It's really kind of you, actually.
Yeah. I think that's why RoboCop has such a penchant for shooting people in the dick.
Oh. What?
You know when you say a joke and you just thought about it way too much? There's so many levels down.
Did RoboCop used to be a bike or something?
RoboCop, okay, fuck. Do you want me to go through the active RoboCop?
Matty, are you enjoying that cocktail? Because it sounds like you are.
Opening. A city, Detroit, 2020.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about RoboCop, fuck.
RoboCop 2020.
Did you sit down? I'm going to do the entire script of RoboCop.
You've lost your mind.
One little wasp's nest, and you're gone.
I tell you what, I might have fucking lost my mind, but at least I wore underpants every night.
Well, okay. Actually, yeah, Stu, this does make me wonder. Like, how often do you wear underpants? Like, why did you think of this idea exactly?
Well, I just imagined that you'd never done it, and I wanted you to experience it. I recommend it. And
Yeah, I suppose.
and like
Can I ask? Sorry, just drilling down into that. What quality about Chris made you think he'd never done it?
You know, the general attitude of a 60-year-old mother in a 20-something-year-old man. You know?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
That sucks. All right.
How dare you? How dare the both of
So
you?
mean,
I
Stu.
love
I
you
never
to
goaded
bits,
you into
Chris.
saying that.
I just joked about a bike seat being up my ass. How dare you?
You know I love you, buddy. All right.
Hey, man, when you're 60 years old, the sex gets old. I get it.
Listen. So we agreed to 3 days. We agreed to 3 days.
Did you surpass 3 days?
We agreed to 3 days. So I did my 3 days. 3 days came and went. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see how long I can go.
Whoa.
See how long I can go. I didn't ride my bike again.
Are you wearing underpants right now, Chris?
I am wearing underpants right now.
Okay, shit, fuck, okay.
Third day came and went.
Okay.
Fourth
You
day.
just did the fucking Eddie Maguire on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire weight there.
I did. Fourth day came and went. Get to the night of the fifth day.
Yeah.
I put on some blue jeans, treat myself, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Piss him.
See my girlfriend all the time, you know. Treat all of us to some blue jeans.
Yep.
And I'm standing there, I'm cooking dinner, and I just look at Bella, my adored girlfriend, and I just say, I just am so sick of being uncomfortable. And I just go, and I put undies on, and I put my blue jeans back on,
mate.
and I breathe a sigh of relief.
Yes.
Fuck, I have to give this to you, Chris. When you issue a challenge like this, you fucking commit.
Thanks,
know?
mate.
You do.
I really,
Thanks, mate.
I really respect that about you.
Yes.
Oh,
well done,
man.
Chris. Well
It's
done.
like-
And I totally understand you. In my experience of free balling, it's like anything that's good. Too much of a good thing sours, and then you start to like.
You're right.
Start to be like, oh.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think I'm going to do it more often now.
yeah, cool.
Maybe once a month or something like that. I might, shake it up.
Yeah, nice. Just keep the 15th. Just be like, it's 15th. It's no undies day.
That's right.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is a success in my mind. So
wild
Chris, how
success.
did you rate it?
Well, as we've said, I'm an up and down man.
Yep,
I'm a
up and
basic
down.
man.
Yeah, none of this side to side business.
I don't want for much. So my rating system is out of 2 stars.
Yep. Wait, is it
and-
stars now? That's new.
Yeah, it's stars.
Oh, shit. I just fucking burped in the middle of that.
Back to the mortar and pestle, man. I'm giving this one 1 star.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
giving it 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Solid.
it had some negatives, had some positives. I
Solid.
enjoyed I enjoyed some of it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
1 star.
great. That's fantastic.
Yes, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Right down the middle.
All right, well, shall we all take our underpants off and watch a bit of a family movie?
Oh my God, we still have this. Awesome. I love this bit.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
A family movie night. We eat junk food. We watch 10 seconds and we don't get sued. Yeah.
And you promised yourself you'd change your ways, but here's Thursday with a throwback craze. Latest throwback craze. Latest throwback craze.
Now, if you're listening to this and this is your first episode of Pool Boys Recommend, every episode we watch 10 seconds of Home Alone, and by the end of lots and lots of episodes, I think we figured out it's about 22 and a half years, we will have watched the entirety of Home Alone. So without further ado, here is the next 10 seconds of Home Alone.
Okay, here we go. Wow.
Wow, some major players came into play this week.
Yeah, so
A
we've
lot
seen
was revealed.
We've seen two names come up on the title cards: Macaulay Culkin
Major
and Joe
twist.
Pesci. Hell yeah!
So it's a buddy comedy? What's going to happen next? I don't
What are
have
they
no
going to
idea.
do? Is it like a kid and he's a cop?
I don't even know who is this Joe Pesci, and what's he got to do with this Macaulay Culkin character?
What's he got to do with it?
But my favorite thing of this viewing is that on this last frame of the 30th second of the film, there's like a little cloud. There's like a cloud coming into focus or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've seen the first part of the movie.
We have. It's a little white dot just above Joe Pesci's name.
It's the first visual.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Is it a metaphor for something?
Well, yeah, because usually there's a big black mark next to Joe Pesci's name, but what does the white mark mean?
You know, breaking the movie down like this, we're really going to be able to delve into this, you know? Really
Yeah.
investigate all these.
Oh, we're going to do a
Facts and figures.
deep Home Alone dive. It's going to be great.
It's as deep as it gets, really.
Alrighty, guys. Well,
That was family movie night, bow.
all right, with Family Movie Night done, I think it is time for us to dish out our next batch of recommendations. But I am going to take the lead on the recommendations for next episode. Dave,
Okay.
my recommendation for you is a very simple one, and it's a little bit selfish. I just want to peer inside your crazy imagination. So
Okay.
I'm going to recommend that you keep a dream journal.
Oh.
Dream journal.
Yeah, so like every
That's
morning,
nice.
just wake up. If you remember anything, write it down. Like try to remember.
Well, apparently, scientists say you're actually getting more dreams now, like during this whole isolation thing, just because there's like less happening and there's a little less stress and stuff like that. So
Your
there's-
brain's a bit...
yeah, it gets more imaginative during
Wow.
your dreams. People are
Wow,
dreaming
that's
more.
cool. I like that.
Yeah,
This is a great recommend. I'm really stoked about that.
cool.
Chris, listen,
Uh-huh.
I love you as a mate. I think you're a good bloke. I think that you've got fortitude about you, and that's why I think you can withstand this recommendation.
Okay.
Christopher Hayslip,
Yep.
I want you to unironically,
No.
unapologetically create a fursona.
Wait, what?
A furson, as in like a furry?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What is that?
So,
What?
furries, you know what a furry is?
Yeah.
It's like they have an animal self, right? It's mostly sexual, I will say, if not completely.
Okay.
And there's steps, and you have to people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on these suits to be animals. I'm not telling you have to do that, but what I want you to do,
God.
just put aside all of everything in your brain that's telling you that it's wrong. And I want you to unironically create a fursona. There's steps online. You can find
Really?
them. Yeah.
Holy shit, this is amazing.
God.
Chris, you thought free balling was hard. The car was just idling, baby.
I really wanted to give this to Stu, actually, but I didn't have a good one this week. Sorry, mate.
What? If I have to buy like a big fucking furry suit, I'm done.
No.
I'm done.
No. What I want to know is you have to give it, because there's a name, you have to give it a name.
Oh.
You have to pick what animal it is. And I think that there's another bit where you have to talk about what they're like, because they're different to you, right?
Oh, Chris, you're
sucks.
getting the rough end of the stick a bit on this show.
Yeah, look, Chris, I know you are. And I welcome the next one.
Far out. Far out. Okay.
Well, to be fair, I could have made you read a book, which I know you would have hated just as
Yeah, I
much.
would have actually, yeah. Oh, man, okay. Well, Stuart, I actually have a
Yes?
recommendation for you too, mate.
Yeah, bring it on. What's going on?
You see, Stu, we live in scary times.
That's
We
right.
do.
And I want to make these scary times a little easier for you.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
So from now till our next recording,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to sleep with a teddy bear.
Oh,
Every
nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's
That's
something we
cute.
do a bit more when we're kids, and we lose that part of ourselves when we grow older. But I want you to sleep with a teddy bear every night, Stu. I think you might enjoy that.
Wow.
Chris, I absolutely love you. And you know what? I'm going to just say this because it's just so perfect. I have been kind of struggling recently, right? Because I'm in ISO. I luckily am sort of in a share house. I have some people that I can talk to, but I'm in a relationship of sorts with someone who is very, very far away and I can't get to. And I've been considering recently sleeping with a teddy bear to sort of simulate some sort of comfort.
Really?
And I haven't done it yet because I'm like, oh, it's a bit childish. But you know what? You've just given me permission, and I'm very, very excited about that. So thank you, Chris.
That's nice.
going to be
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm glad someone's gonna be happy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Chris.
Just quickly, Chris, I'm just gonna say, I know that what I've given you is such a fucking rough trot. All right, I respect that, and I know that you're gonna give it your all, and I respect that even more. And to pay you back, I'm willing. I'm gonna give you a card. You can give me a punishment one next time
Oh wow, interesting.
if you want
I'll
to.
get
You
thinking.
don't have to.
I'll
but
get
you have
thinking.
to. I mean, you don't have to, but you can.
You know what the worst bit about this is going to be? It's going to ruin my YouTube algorithm. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. It's fucked
Ruined.
forever.
Oh man, yeah, you can't
One
mess with
time,
those
one time.
algorithms. They as soon as you click on one thing, they're like, this person really, really loves conspiracy theories. It's like, no.
There's gonna
It'd be
a bit
nice to
where
have
Belle walks
because
in
you've
on
got.
you, looking at something in incognito mode, and she's gonna look at you and be like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And you're gonna be like, "It's for YouTube."
I wish that there was on mice or mouses. I wish that there was rather than just a left click and a right click, there should be a third click, which is the ironic click. It's like I'm clicking on this, but please don't let it into the algorithm because I'm
that's
just
true.
ironically
there should
clicking
be
on
a
it.
third click. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
All right, well that is very exciting. So next episode we've got Chris making a furry persona. Dave's going to keep a dream journal, and I am going to sleep with a teddy bear. Oh, it's going to be so nice.
That's cute. That's nice.
Alrighty, guys. I actually just have one quick shout out that I want to do for this week. If you head to Facebook and check out a page called Pluto Entertainment, they're doing a whole bunch of live streaming throughout this isolation period. And a mate of mine who's an excellent fingerstyle guitarist, like kind of old, really, really cool style of playing guitar. He did an Anzac Day performance. So if you check out Pluto Entertainment, you can check out JJ Yee. He did a set on Anzac Day, and it's really good. It's not a paid spot.
Nice.
I just thought it was excellent. I just want to tell people about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm expecting to be paid, JJ. So
Yeah, JJ, send us some of that sweet money. All that money you're making.
some of that skrill,
Send
some
it
of that
here
green.
for the pool boy. It's a donation to the arts. It's tax deductible, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. But it's the arts donating to us anyway.
All right. That wraps up the show for this week. My name is Stu,
My name's Chris.
My name's Dave.
and it's my turn this week. Can someone tell me to take it away?
Stuart, please take it away.
Oh, with pleasure. Ba-ma-da, bum-ba, ba-ma-da, ba-ba, ba, ba-ma-da, ba-ba, ma-ma-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba.
Fuck. Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah! Well
got it.
done.
All right.
All right, thank you very much for listening. We are the Pool Boys, and we will see you next fortnight.
Sploosh.
There's no hope if we go back down.
Wait, did you guys see on Google today? There's a you can play a game of cricket. Just so you should know that.
Yeah. Glad we recorded that.